This video is sponsored by the National Pork Board.
Hey Busy I know you love meal prep ideas, so today I'm partnering with the National Pork Board to bring you 3 meal prep ideas with grilled pork using all different marinades. This way you can have delicious lunch or dinner ready all week long. Be sure to give this video a like if you want to see more meal prep ideas, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button and notification bell to watch more Honeysuckle videos. We'll go ahead and get started. Okay, so here I have a whole boneless pork loin that I got at Costco for only like $15. What a deal! This cut is a super inexpensive way to meal prep or feed a large group. I remember when I was catering, I once cooked 2 of these babies up for a dinner party and everyone left super happy and satisfied. And it didn't cost me a ton either. So first, I'm gonna cut off the boneless rib roast end and the boneless sirloin end. I'm gonna save these for roasting later. A whole boneless pork loin is a versatile cut that can be used in many different ways like roasting or grilling, so don't be afraid of it. And then for the middle loin chops here, I'm gonna cut them up and we're gonna grill them off. I'm cutting my loin chops into thin cuts, and I like to divide it up in half and then cut them into even pieces. I also like to trim off any excess pieces of fat, and voila! Here are our boneless pork chops and our end roast. Did pretty good butchering, yeah? So our first one is inspired by yakitori, so I'm gonna be making a miso ginger marinade. In a bowl, I'll add a 1/4 cup of miso. I'm using red here, but you can totally use white or yellow, whichever kind you have handy. 1 tablespoon of soy sauce, 1 tablespoon of honey, 1 teaspoon of grated ginger, and 2 tablespoons of mirin sake. Mirin sake is like a sweet cooking wine that you can find in like the cooking wine section, or like they're next to the vinegar sometimes. I'll mix it in a bowl, mix. And then in a large Ziploc bag, I'll add 4 pork chops, pour in our marinade, zip it up. Then I'll just massage the meat to make sure the marinades really penetrate through. I'll let it marinate from 1 hour to overnight to really develop the flavors. Alright, now on to marinade number 2, which is our Korean spicy pork. In a bowl, I'll add a 1/4 cup of Korean chili pepper paste, also known as gochujang, 5 cloves of finely minced garlic, 2 teaspoons of ginger, 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, 1 tablespoon of honey, 1 tablespoon of rice wine vinegar, and 1 tablespoon of toasted sesame oil. Same thing, just transfer it to a Ziploc bag, massage it, and keep it in the fridge or cook it up in about an hour. So the Korean spicy pork marinade is typically made with sliced pork, but I totally think that it works with the pork chop here. It's just as flavorful. Our third marinade is a garlic Dijon one. I actually grew up making this recipe every week for my dad because it was like his favorite. We found the recipe on like some garlic bag and it just kind of stuck with us. This is a family favorite and I hope you like it too. In a bowl, I'm gonna add 3 tablespoons of Dijon mustard, 3 tablespoons of olive oil, 1 tablespoon of soy sauce, 1 tablespoon of maple syrup, 4 cloves of minced garlic, and 1 tablespoon of lemon juice. We'll just go ahead and mix again. And you guys know the drill. Add our pork chops to a Ziploc bag, pour in the marinade, and let it do its thing. And it's time to grill our pork chops. I'm gonna add the miso ginger, the Korean spicy pork, and the garlic Dijon one to a hot grilling pan. It's super quick and easy to grill up these pork chops when it's done right. With boneless pork loin, it's most delicious and safe when it's cooked to 145 degrees, followed by a 3-minute rest. I always check the temperature inside the thickest part of the pork chop to make sure it's up to temperature. And there you go, it is. Cool, shall we prepare our meals? First up, in my container, I'm gonna add our peanut sesame soba noodles. If you guys want the recipe for that, I have a video that I'll link in the description box below. Top it with our miso ginger pork chop and garnish it with some green onions. Meal number 2. I'll start with some steaming hot brown rice, Then I have some stewed kabocha squash, some kimchi, pickled cucumber, and our spicy pork chop. Garnish it with some sesame seeds, and we're done with meal number 2. And the third one, since it's fall, I am doing this pumpkin sage farro risotto, pairing it with some steamed green beans and our garlic Dijon pork chop. Okay, which one of these meal prep ideas are you guys gonna put together for your lunch or dinner next week? For me, since it's fall and I'm trying to use more pumpkin in my recipes, I'm gonna definitely go with this garlic Dijon, but you guys know I am always down for Korean food, so this one looks pretty darn good too. If you guys have watched this far in the video, our secret emoji today is a bento box for meal prep. Thank you so much to the National Pork Board for sponsoring this video, and thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!